Sixth practice of Ohio State's spring football session on Monday. Urban Meyer not in a good mood afterward. Tim Bielik, Bill Landis, Doug Lamarice. Tim Bielik, you're still going through this is your first spring practice. What did you think of sort of grumpy Urban Meyer?
I feel like when he said, it wasn't a good practice, I'm like, that's to be expected sometimes. Every once in a while, we're all humans. It's human nature to, not put your best effort all the time. Urban Meyer talked about, a couple good guys, good players who were out on the sideline a little bit. Tough Borland in particular did not practice today. So kind of him also talking about how some of the young guys haven't come along. Sometimes you just have a bad day. And when you have 15 practices, odds are that at least one of them is not going to be up to the standard.
I've never had a bad day, so I can't relate. Bill Landis, in particular, offensive line, didn't seem thrilled with. Do you make anything of that?
No, I think what's frustrating for him is, it's spring, young guys playing, young guys make mistakes, that's fine. But, guys are out here trying to win jobs. And, one sequence that we got to watch on Monday stood out in particular. It was, Brady Taylor, who we all think is going to be the starting center, snapped the ball over Joe Burrow's head. So you're like, all right, Brady Taylor made a mistake. Josh Myers, step up. You're the guy. Make him look bad. And then he, rolled a ground ball to Tate Martell on the very next snap. And I think that's the kind of thing that makes him upset. I don't read too much into the fact that he said the offensive line didn't have a great day because Isaiah Prince is not really doing anything because he's an older guy. Michael Jordan is injured. Brandon Bowen is not doing anything contact because he's hurt. So there's guys who are going to be starters on the team just aren't practicing. So it says something about the depth, I suppose, but it's mostly just a product of youth.
Yeah, I think it's a problem. Two reasons. These are the two things that stand out to me. One is, and I'm going to write a story about this second-year group of guys is this unbelievable 2017 recruiting class. Those guys are all practicing. They're sitting out some of the veterans. There should be guys from that class, like Jeffrey Okudah's hurt, he's out, but there should be the other guys from that class tearing it up. Young guys seizing the day, saying, hey, we're going to lead this team to the promised land, and we're starting in the spring. I think it would be possible for that highly recruited class to just come out and kick butt every day. I think that would have been on the table. Number two is he didn't like how the quarterback battle went. That's three healthy guys.
You asked me specifically about the offensive line. I didn't ask you about quarterback.
I saved quarterback for myself because that's where the money's at. 6 practices in, that's 41% of 15 practices or something, and he wasn't thrilled with the quarterbacks. Not the end of the world. You got 9 more practices in spring, plus all summer for those guys to work on their own, and then a full preseason camp. But it would also be great if all 3 guys looked awesome and Urban Meyer was doing a jig about it. So I thought, he did say in the end this stuff happens, but I thought those were 2 things that stood out to me of you can raise your eyebrow if you want to. Quarterbacks, offensive line and punting. We're still figuring out what your thing is. CrossFit. He's Bill. He's Tim. I'm Doug. More Ohio State football practice coming this week. Wednesday we get punters, long snappers, offensive linemen. Will be a great day for Bill Landis. Keep it here at cleveland.com.